Hi guys, and welcome to the second part of animating our famous designed phone. We were at sales and we animated sales, if you remember. Okay, now we move to the layer above. I can just do like this, and I'm on Black and Friday. I'll put them both on and decide exactly how I want to animate them. See, I have the anchor point here chosen. So I will use the selection tool. Let's animate them with the position coming from outside. First of all, on the last keyframe here, I'll move the two layers. So I'll select the first layer, press Ctrl and select the second layer, and then move them over here. Add 5, that is plus 5, so it's over here. To open the position, I press P. Here you are. I will keyframe the position. Notice I opened both layers, I keyframed or clicked on the stopwatch to start the animation with the two layers at the same time. I'll come back here. Now I have to deselect. I press F2, I use Friday, click on the anchor point, hold it, and take Friday this side. Notice a motion path has been created. Now I'll go to Black, click on the anchor point, press Shift, and take it this side. Okay, let's look at animation. Now we need a bit more like to make it symmetric to Friday. Look at our animation, is very ugly. This thing are gonna pop and then, okay, that doesn't work with me. I'll select both layers, and then I will press Shift T. When I press Shift T, it will open opacity, but will keep all the other position, scale, and rotation open. So I will keyframe the opacity here and make it 0. Cool. And then go to the end. Now I can use these keys. I'm at the end here and make the opacity 100%. So the animation here is much better. Whoop. So they don't have to stay. You see how? Cool. Fine. Let's move on. What do we have? We have shape layer 5. We put it on. Let's stop the animation. What is shape layer? Is the circle here. The color is okay, I think. So we take it, we put next to this keyframe. Of course, we are gonna retime all this. And then we call this one, let's call this one loading case, whatever. Okay, I will use also the scale app. Press scale. I like scale, right, guys? I will go 5 frames, so it is plus 5. And notice how it's gonna add. Cool. I will keyframe the scale. Now, this one I will use the anchor point. Mainly, I want to teach you about how to use the anchor point in this one. I press Ctrl and put the anchor point here. I will come to the beginning. I remove the chain from the scale, and I want to scale it to 0 from here. It makes just sense that the loading goes from left to right. So now it's opening. Okay, cool. For the shape layer that is above, that is the bar itself. Same. I'm gonna take the anchor point and put it over here. It is repetitive, but actually creating a famous animation. Now I scrolled in to see, and then I'm gonna move and I'm gonna put it over here. Selection tool, click on the layer, drag it, okay, and then I'm gonna rename it. Of course, let's say loading bar. So I'm trying to be as clear as possible. I will open the scale here and go plus 5. Cool. And keyframe using the stopwatch to start the animation, come back in the beginning, and also remove the chain and make this one 0. So look at it, is very nice. That's exactly what I want. Reduce the 100%. Okay, come to the end of the composition and make it 100%. Now notice what will happen. It will come in, it will open, and then it start rolling. It's pretty speedy, by the way. Notice what it's gonna do when I run the animation. Come in, and during the whole animation, the 3 seconds, this thing is really going up like this. It's very nice. Let's go to loading now. We have the words loading. Let's come over here, and we want loading to appear maybe not after, maybe in the same time as the loading bar. But we want to animate this with the opacity. I press T to open opacity. So I will keyframe the opacity at 100, but I'll make it 0. Cool. Come few frames. I will make it, that's too many frames. Okay. I will make it 100. Then I'm gonna select these 2 keyframes. I press Ctrl C, come a bit further, and Ctrl V to paste them. Now I selected, I copied, I'm pasting. I'll go over here, I paste again. I'll go over here, I paste again. And so on, as long as I want for the whole composition. If I'm bored, I can select them all, press the Alt key before I start moving, press the Alt key and stretch them. So they will stretch with the same time in between the keyframes. Let's see what is happening here. Well, loading is flashing. Cool. We did something very nice. Fine. Let's look at it 100%, see what's left. I will go up and select shape layer 7. Okay, stop the animation over here. Shape layer 7 is a small microphone, and shape layer 8 is the dot here. I never knew what this dot is all about, but nevertheless. Okay, so I will come and decide, okay, if I go down a bit, I can come to this keyframe and start animating them, thinking that the loading here is independent. I will take the two layers and move them to over here. Fine. Go +5. Okay, and open the position, keyframe the position for both layers, and I will come to the beginning, select the first one. Now I need to zoom in. I will use the zoom tool here. I will zoom from here. Cool. I will use the selection tool, click on it and move it outside. Look where the anchor point is, but still the animation here. You can leave it like this, or we can undo, go back to the keyframe, because if I change the anchor point position when I'm using position, each will also make an animation. I press Ctrl Alt and Home, so each will be in the middle. Come to the beginning here, click and make it, take it to the outside. Here will do. Fine. For the shape layer 8, now this is the, I don't know, I'm gonna call it circle. Okay, and this one I'm gonna call it bar. Fine. I will also do the same. I'll go to the keyframe, it will snap, and choosing circle, I will press Ctrl Alt Home to get the anchor point in the middle. Fine. And then I will come to the beginning, of course. I will point, click, it's black, I press Shift, I take it out. Okay, but that is not really good, because they're gonna appear and move. Same story as the Black Friday when you use position. I'll select both of them. I press Shift T to open opacity. It's a good training, huh, guys? And then I'll make it 0. Go here on the next keyframe and make it 100. And then if you scrub through, you notice it's quite good. Let's deselect, and here you are, they appear. Cool. Now, what is shape layer 9? I will open the, oh, this one, cool. I'm gonna do it with opacity, it just makes sense. Okay, so we are going to press enter and call it glare. Glare, where do we put it? Maybe we put it in the same time as the small microphone. Okay, I will click on opacity and move it to the hand and make the opacity 100%. So I will keyframe again and then go back to the beginning and make it 0%. So you can create a keyframe using the diamond here. I'm sure you already noticed. Fine, let's go to 100%. Come back to the beginning. Press the spacebar to play our animation. Not bad, not bad, except Black Friday, it's looking odd. Cool, guys? Before we start judging, let's look at every element. This is okay, this is cool. Loading is very cool. The bar is nice. Black Friday is looking a bit odd. Okay, and this sale is okay. This is okay. Not bad, guys. We did a great job here. The last thing that is left, I will select one layer, press Ctrl A, twirl them all up, and then enable motion blur. And let's have fun and look at it. Okay, we come at the beginning, we come to preview and press play. Now it's rendering, it's not in real time. Now it is in real time. To know if you are in real time, just click on info, and this one should not be in red. Let's keep on running it until it is like this, real time. Not bad, it needs some tweaking. In the next lecture, we are going to work, even create many of these shapes. I'll show you some tricks that will help you a lot in your motion graphics project. Thanks very much for listening. I hope this was not long. I hope you followed with me. I know I was speedy, but what is important is that you redo this animation by yourself, one by one. If you have a slow connections, you can download this lecture and watch it slowly and create your animation. Cool, guys. I'll see you in the next lecture.